Hello everyone, this is Rick Mantei, and we're getting into voting season. And I wanted to start off by saying, please, please, please vote. You know, even if you vote the opposite way that I vote, I want you to vote. I've been a soldier most of my life, and that's been hard fought by men, women of all races in this country for our entire history of the United States is the right to vote. It's precious. Most countries don't have a really free election. We do in this country. Do we have problems? Of course we do. But we're working on it. We're hopefully going to make it better and better and better as time goes by. In the 2020 presidential election, only 2/3 of eligible voters voted. A lot of people say, well, I don't like either one of them, so I'm not going to vote. Well, you know, to me, that's a cop-out. You vote. You vote. If you don't like both of them, you put a clothespin on your nose and you vote. Because it's going to impact you. It's going to impact your taxes. It's going to impact your city ordinances. Everything is going to be impacted by your vote. So get off your duff and vote. You know, it's never been easier to. You can vote now by mail. You can have absentee ballots. You can vote in person. You always could before. But it's never been easier to vote than now. If you don't vote now, it's simply because you don't want to. I want to give you a little bit of a background, though. The first voters in the United States back in the 1700s were white male landowners. If you weren't a white male landowner, you didn't vote. Now you just think about how many people were in the country back then and how many of them fit that description. It's probably a very small percentage. And they dictated the lives of everybody. Just those few people voting got to dictate that. Next came 1869. Black voters were allowed to start voting. In 1920, women. You know, people can't remember, I can't hardly believe this, but this country's been around a long time. It's only been the last 100 years that women could even vote, you know. And then in 1971, they changed the age from 21 to 18. Now, I lucked out because I turned 18 in 1972. So I was able to vote for my first presidential election. Had that rule not been changed in 1971, I would not have been able to vote. Okay, so I was able to vote. And so I've taken advantage of it, and I voted every election since. And I was listening to today's news about this. Taylor Swift was going to a football game last night, and the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs' wife is a known Trump supporter, and she wouldn't have anything to do with her sitting anywhere near her because of being a Trump supporter. That's childish. You know, you should be okay with people seeing things differently than you do and voting different than you do. That's okay. It's okay to disagree. In other words, is the point. So until next time you guys think about that, I want you to get out and vote.